Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by and spending part of your day with me. So today's video is going to be warm and spicy, fast and furious. Today we're going to be canning up our very own hot honey. Now hot honey is having a moment for sure, and people are putting it on anything and everything. Veggies, pizza, glazing meats, lots and lots of amazing ways to use it. So I went on a mission to see if we could make our own hot honey and safely can it up. And sure enough, I found a recipe that we're going to modify safely to make our own hot honey and can it up. And I think it would be a great item to put on your gift giving list for this upcoming holiday season. I know we don't want to think about the holidays yet. Summer's not quite over, and I don't like thinking about what's coming, but the holidays are fast approaching, and I know many of you like to give homemade gifts, so I think this would be a fantastic one to do. The original recipe is on the Bernardin Canning website, and I did make the original recipe a number of years ago, and I'll try to link that for you in the description box if you want the original version of it. It is just simply called spiced honey. So they've taken honey, and to spice it up, they've added lemon, cloves, and cinnamon sticks, which is perfect for the holidays. It's also great to can up for cold and flu season. Honey is fantastic for you when you're not feeling well, and it's great to add to tea or coffee. So the original recipe is perfect on its own, and you might want some of that on your shelf as well. Hot honey doesn't have all of the same ingredients in it, but we're going to modify it safely. I'm going to leave out the cloves and the cinnamon stick. Now you could totally leave those in if you want those flavors in the background of your hot honey. Some hot honey recipes that I looked at did in fact include at least some cinnamon stick in the background. Most don't, but there are some that do. So if you want those warm spices in the background, by all means you can leave in the whole cloves and the cinnamon sticks. I'm not going to use them because I don't want that flavor profile. As far as the lemon goes, the original recipe calls for lemon slices, and then they let you can the lemon slices in the honey. I'm not going to use a whole lemon like they suggest in the original recipe, but I am going to add some lemon slices to infuse my honey with just a little bit of acidity in the background. Many hot honey recipes use either apple cider vinegar or lemon to cut through some of the sweetness and the heat of the hot honey. So the lemon here is only used for infusing flavor. It is not used for safety, so you can safely leave it out if you choose to do so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the amount of honey that they are recommending, and I'm going to add crushed red pepper flakes, which is a common ingredient in hot honey. But just so you know, you could use any dried spice you wanted to add heat to your honey. Cayenne pepper, chili powder, anything like that that's dried, you could safely add to infuse into the honey if you prefer. It's totally safe to do that in canning, so that's why I know that we can safely make our own hot honey. So what we're going to do is we're going to need 2 2/3 cups of honey. And then I'm going to, the ratio that I am using is a tablespoon, approximately a tablespoon per cup of honey. So I ended up, to the 2 2/3 cups honey, I used 2.5 tablespoons of the crushed red pepper flakes. Now you could use more, you could use less. You can totally adjust the heat to the flavor profile that you prefer, or the heat level that you prefer. So up or down is totally fine, however you want to do that. And then like I said, I'm just using 1 lemon slice to just cut through some of the sweetness and the heat that's going to be infused into our honey here. So like I said, this is going to be fast and furious. All we have to do is add our spices to our honey. We need to boil it for 2 minutes, and then it is all set for canning. We process for 10 minutes, and we are all done. So this would be a great gift to give, and it will be a really easy gift to make. So let's get started. Okay guys, here we go. I have 2 2/3 cup of honey in my pan. To that, we are going to add 2.5 tablespoons of crushed red pepper flakes. Be sure to adjust it to your taste, however hot you want it. You could add more, you could add less. And then I am just going to add 1 lemon slice just to kind of balance out some of the heat. We're gonna give it a stir, and we're gonna bring this up to a boil, and we're gonna boil it for 2 minutes. While that is happening, I'm going to get my canner, my jars ready. Okay guys, I did boil for 2 minutes and then I've turned my heat off. I do want to mention, you want to make sure you're using a large enough pan. Mine was almost not deep enough because when the honey boils, it does foam up, and it does, like most sugar, when you cook it, it does expand. So make sure you use a pot that's deep enough. Mine was not. I needed to use a deeper one. So if it starts to do that, you just have to remove it from the heat. But make sure you fish out your lemon slices, or you can leave them in there if you like. You can leave the lemon slices in some of your jars if you prefer. I don't want the lemon in there. I just wanted to add a little bit of acidity to my hot honey. So now what we need to do is get things ready for canning. I do have my steam canner sitting on my stove. I do have 3 quarts of simmering water in the bottom of my steam canner. Those are the instructions with the canner that I am using. We do want to start with hot jars. We will be processing for 10 minutes, and anytime you process for 10 minutes or more, you do not need to pre-sterilize jars or lids. So I just washed my jars, and I've been keeping them hot in my canner. My lids today, I'm using Superb lids. One of the reasons I'm using them is because I'm going to be gifting this, and the Superb canning lids are gold, which I think will be fantastic for gifting. So I'm using the Superb lids. They do not need to be simmered, so I just washed them and set them aside. So we are all set to put our honey, our hot, delicious hot honey, in our jars, and we want 1/4 inch of headspace. So once you get your honey in your jars, we do want to debubble a little bit. There's really not that much to debubble. So just use your debubbling tool, chopstick, or plastic butter knife to remove any air bubbles. And if your headspace changes, you can top off your hot honey to maintain the 1/4 inch of headspace. And then I'm going to take a paper towel dipped in white vinegar to clean our rims. You want to be careful about removing any honey residue from your rims, or your lids might not seal. So you want to do that really carefully. And the vinegar helps to clean the rims. Then we're going to center our lids and add our bands to fingertip tight. Since we are working with hot sugar, it does burn. It can burn your skin on contact, so make sure you're really careful putting your jars in your canner. Okay, so I have my jars in my steam canner. Like I said before, I had 3 quarts of simmering water in the bottom of it. You can steam can or water bath can this. I cannot talk today. If you are water bath canning, you want to make sure you have enough water in your canner to cover your jars by an inch once you put your jars inside of your canner. If you're a water bath canning, you're going to want to bring your water to a full rolling boil to start your processing time. For steam canning, there's a dial gauge on top that tells you when to start your processing time. We are going to process for 10 minutes. You want to make sure that once you reach the full rolling boil, or you're in your green zone on your dial gauge, you want to adjust your heat just to maintain the full rolling boil, or staying in your green zone on your dial gauge. You don't want it boiling too vigorously throughout the canning process. So process for 10 minutes and I'll bring you back. As we are all set, I processed for 10 minutes like I told you, and then I let my jars sit in my canner for an additional 5 minutes. I know, I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention that you can process this or can it up either in 8-ounce jelly jars or the 4-ounce jelly jars. I did some of each. I think the 4-ounce jelly jars are perfect for gift giving. They're just a nice little taster of your delicious hot honey. So that's why I did the 4-ounce jelly jars, but you could also do this in the 8-ounce jelly jars, the traditional jelly jars. But I don't have processing times for anything larger, so don't do pints, but 8-ounce or 4-ounce are perfect. So thanks for coming along with me today, guys. I think this will make a fantastic gift for those of you who like homemade Christmas gifts. So yummy and so many delicious ways to use it. If you have any comments or questions for me, leave them for me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.